Water. So I've had to move electrics to one side. Ignore the man behind the curtain. Anyway, like I say, electrics video has to come. I'm going on to water because I can't wait anymore. So I'm going to use John Guest 15mm push fit, speed fit fittings. So I've got a boatload of fittings. I've got 3 tank fittings, one for my outlet down there, one for my water in, and one for the breather vent. What I've done is I've got a McAlpine breather vent, covered breather vents for, it's part of the UK regs for tanks internally that they've got to have a covered breather vent. But what it means is I can put, looks like a mushroom cap, and I can put a pipe into the tank and have the breather vent much higher. So even if there's any swill on the water as we're driving, there's no way it's getting up that pipe and out, but it gives it plenty to breathe with then. So I've gone for the Shoreflow King 7 for the pump. That'll be plenty enough for what we need to do. A Fiamma accumulator. All that does is it stops the pump from every so often. It keeps a small amount of pressure in the system because this works on a pressure switch. As the pressure drops when you open the tap, it calls for water by sending a signal, and then 12 volt gets fed, and the diaphragm pump then works away to pump water into your system. What this is it splits, so it's 50-50. You've got half air, half water with a diaphragm in the middle, and as that then fills with pressure, that will pressurize this, the water will fill up, and then if you open a tap or you've got slow flow or anything like that, it will give a little in here before it starts with the pump again. But it just means that the pump, if someone knocks the tap or if you've got a drip or anything like that, the pump's not going every 5 minutes calling. And obviously that's just a big particulate filter that comes from out the tank and into the pump. Loads of fittings and mounts. I did get, which I've not used before, I got the Super Seal tubes. I've never had, on cold water, even without inserts, I've never had a push fit fitting fail, unless there's been some kind of external force on it. Someone's either dropped something on it, or we did have rats once get in and chew through the push fit pipe, but they'll chew through copper and concrete, so push fit pipes, no problem at all for them. So I'm going to just start dry fitting the water, and that means first of all putting 3 tank adapters on. Crikey. So I just work on a compression fitting on that washer there. That goes through the tank wall, and then that screws in, and the pipe just pushes in and locks in against the inside. I've put a mic on. I don't know what it is about Fridays and traffic noise on our road, but it's terrible, so I'll put a mic on. I may as well start with the inlet, and I've just got a 3/4 male tap fitting. I've screwed it in now, it's quite tight. It needs doing up again, but a 3/4 male hose adapter into a 3/4 tap fitting, and I'll just pinch that up into the O-ring seal in there. Right, so we're going to need another piece of pipe, a shorter length. And then we're going to have an isolator valve. So let's just have a couple more of them. There's one. There's 2. Well, that one's tight. There we go. So that's going there to there. There we are. That's got it. Yeah, they're tight. Tight and tight. We'll soon know, when we put some water through. Well, we're going to drill 2 holes in this end now. One for the... Oh, we need to go and get that tap, so we'll have to go quick when he gets back. Right, we're going...
Alrighty then.
Right, I've got a hole cutter. The exact size for the hole. I'll sort the tank out and hoover it out and clean it when we get there. First hole going in. flat battery. Ooh, crikey, that is a thick tank, isn't it? Ooh. That's warm.
Smell it.
You can smell the melting plastic. Anyway, that's hole number 1. Will you just pass me, there's a round file there on the floor. Maybe
Take the camera.
pass me that, please. Yeah, just there, the half moon one.
This one.
Yeah. And grab the piece of water pipe that I threw in, hadn't you? Right, no, the one by your foot, tart. Yeah. That's nicer. Melting. That's better. Okay. Right. What I'm going to have to do here is get my bottom on this piece of wood, like this, and then manoeuvre this through and over there and up. Oh, close, close. There we are. Crikey, that is slim. Has it got it? I've not got it. And now it's in the tank. Shell's run off. I need assistance. There we go. It's catching the thread this time. Nice and tight. It is very small, the thread, but it has got it tight. I thought I'd best bench test these tank compression fittings, make sure they're all good. And you can see inside there, hopefully, there we go. I'm well above it. I've got plenty of pressure on there now, and there's not a drip. Now if I turn that, that will start flowing out. Yeah, it's lovely, that. Nice and solid. So if that's like that, these two top ones will be exactly the same. That's for the feed in, that's the feed out, and that will be the breather vent. I've got my pump assembly, so I've gone from an isolator to a 15mm to 1/2 inch BSP onto the particulate filter. I've wrapped that joint, that's the only joint I've wrapped so far, because all the rest have been push fit or rubber washered on, but that didn't have a washer in, so I've just wrapped it. I've then gone direct onto the pump with that, out of the pump with a 1/2 inch BSP to a 15, a small length pipe into another 15 to 1/2 inch, and then into the accumulator, and then out and to another isolator. And that way, if I ever need to do anything on here, empty the filter or whatever, I can isolate that section out. And I'm going to mount that up there now on a board.
Do you pop it?
Right, I'm going to test the filler. So that clips off, and that clips on. It's working. It's always a good sign. No drips. You want to see it? It goes in here and round this pipe and into the tank there.
Why going?
Because that's where it's going. So can you see the water level of the tank starting to fill up now?
Yeah.
All nice and tight down there and round. No drips. No drips from round the tank there. So it's up past there now. You can see the line, and that's bone dry there, so that's good. Onto the positive, and there we go. We have water Right, let's turn the tap off. There we go. So it'll pressurize the accumulator, turn off. Everything is pressurized and nice and dry. Lovely. Turn the tap on again. Oh, and we've got good flow, so I should just be able to isolate that so it doesn't pull anything back. Take that off and clip it up. Come on, follow me. Stop doing your daft smile. You ready? Ready, Freya?
Oh yeah, marvellous. I'll soak it all up to tread in the house now. Love it. On the doorstep, so everyone can tread it through. But yes, it's marvellous.
Right, I shall leave that pressurised for half an hour and then I'll pump the tank out. Well, that's the first stage of water complete.
In war, there's never